Back in the book segment tonight, we haven't talked with our pal Glenn Beck recently, so I demanded that he appear this evening. And here he is from Dallas.
Yes.
Thank
Hello,
you
Bill.
for answering the call, Beck.
Well, I didn't know what that ringing was. That, like, it's a phone. Nobody calls.
Well, I know you're a lonely guy, but we want you on here. You know, because I know that now you're talking on your radio program and your internet, whatever you do, you're all over. You're talking about the Tea Party.
Yeah.
Versus the Republican establishment, right? That's
Yes.
the tension you see.
No, I don't really care if there's any tension or not. I just don't think that the Republicans, I think the Republicans have betrayed their own values for so long, and there's a lot of people like me that tried to push the Republican Party into maybe, hey, why don't you have some common sense here? And all the way along, they have worked against the Tea Party and the people who understand the Constitution and want to live by the Constitution. And so I think the Tea Party has made themselves irrelevant, and it's time now just to, for me, maybe not for everybody else, but for me, I'm done with them. And I'm looking for.
But who are you done with? Who are you done with?
The big government establishment Republicans.
Okay.
There's
But
people like Mike Lee that I would support. I'd support Rand Paul. He's a Republican.
All right.
But he is a small government constitutional.
How about Marco Rubio?
You know what? I haven't made my mind up on Marco Rubio yet.
So
I
he's
feel
in
kinda
consideration. You like Rand Paul. How about Christie, the Jersey guy? How about him?
No
go.
Okay. I liked, you know what? I feel about Rand Paul the way I used to feel about Chris Christie. I thought Chris Christie was really good, and I ignored a few things that kind of bothered me. But now I don't like Chris Christie.
Okay. Now, do you think that the Tea Party can reorganize itself? Because remember, there's no central authority there. It's a state-by-state movement. Can it recapture its mojo, knowing that the press hates it?
No, I don't think I don't really care what the press thinks. I think that anybody who starts to stand up for small government, and especially if it's led by somebody like Rand Paul, it can have success. Now, libertarians tend to eat their own. You know, if you don't fall in line lockstep, I mean, it's the strangest thing with these libertarians. Some of the fringe libertarians, they somehow or another believe in maximum freedom unless you disagree with them.
Then you
can't be in the then you can't be in the camp.
Okay, so you're not too optimistic about the Tea Party rising unless there's a standard bearer, somebody like.
No, I think that I think I am sure that the Republicans will become less and less relevant as every day that goes by. They're becoming, if they're not already, the Whig Party, because they've betrayed everything of value.
But I don't think it. Look, I think if the economy continues to be bad, that you're going to have a viable candidate in 2016. Now, whether it's Rubio or Christie or Rand Paul, I don't know. But I don't see the Republican Party dissipating.
The Republicans are the ones that have been saying that we have to become more moderate. More moderate? Are you kidding me? Here's the most moderate position. Stop spending our money that we're working hard for. Stop putting us in debt. That's a pretty moderate
Hey, listen, I don't
idea.
disagree with that. I think it's all about leadership, though. All right, now, as you know, we broke a big story last week about the Department of Agriculture hiring a guy from Massachusetts to be politically correct. Roll the tape.
I want you to say the Pilgrims were illegal aliens. Say the Pilgrims never gave their passport to the Indians. By the way, I don't like the word minorities. How about emerging majorities?
How about people? How about people? I mean, look at what this government is doing. This government, under Barack Obama, is hiring people to teach people how to be racist. This is the most incredible thing, and we've seen a lot of incredible stuff from our government. But usually it's somebody like Maxine Waters who's like, you know what this liberal's going to do? We're going to socialize your oil companies. This is a coordinated, planned effort to go in and teach government workers to be racist.
Bill, define the racism deal, though. I mean, I see politically correct, no doubt.
Politically correct?
No doubt.
You know, you go back one sentence from where you picked it up, where he's saying, you know, everybody needs to say, thank you, black man, thank you, black man. What is it with this? What is it with this? We are all in this together. Here's an organization that is our government spending your tax dollars, trying to teach this nonsense, trying to teach that what are they teaching? They're teaching that the white man came over and stole the land from the Indians. That's what they're teaching here, Bill. If I were in Congress, and I would urge everyone to call your congressman and you tell them, pull the funding from the USDA. This is outrageous that they would spend your money. And anybody who has been in business at all, we all know we've worked for these big corporations, and we have to sit through these stupid sensitivity training things, and we sit there and we're like, yeah. And the corporation, you don't think they just said, hey, you, come on over and do a sensitivity training thing. They went, they looked for the right person, and at least any sensitivity training in any company I've ever seen.
They found this guy. There's no doubt about it. All right, so Beck wants everybody to call their congressman and demand that funding be pulled from the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Until they fire this guy, explain who hired him, fire them, fire everybody involved, and apologize.
All right, Glenn Beck.